While looking at the OVW Wikipedia page, I noticed that the first OVW champion is listed as an individual going by the name of Trailer Park Trash. The name does not link to anyone, and a Google search does not bring up any wrestler using that name, so I have to ask Jim, who is the man known only as Trailer Park Trash?
How the fuck has he managed to avoid finding Trailer Park Trash? There's got to be YouTube out the ass on Trash. Is there not?
I've never checked.
You never looked? Well, Trailer Park Trash is a gentleman named Frank Miller, who was one of Danny Davis's, he's from Louisville, and he's one of Danny Davis's first students when Danny opened OVW, and trained with Danny, and actually at that point, the Memphis territory was still in business, and Trash worked in the mid-90s, worked Memphis, when basically they were, I think they were out of the Mid-South Coliseum by that point. So the biggest building they ran was the Louisville Gardens, and Trash, because he was on TV in town. Then later on when they folded and Danny, pretty much took over Louisville with OVW as a promotion as well as a training school. That's, shortly after that, he was one of the top guys and obviously the champion. And then shortly after that, I came in and brought the developmental program, and we used Trash heavily for the first 3 or 4 years that we were in business, because it got to the point from him being on Memphis TV and the Memphis TV that would air in Louisville and working at the Gardens and just everybody around town knowing him. And his gimmick was not a gimmick in any way, shape, or form. He was over in Louisville as a local celebrity, to the point where if he would go to a U of L football game, there would be sporadic Trailer Park Trash chants breaking out, right? And he was a hell of a worker and a great guy, lacking in physique and not cosmetically pleasing. So the WWF never took a look at him, but his work was good. He used to tear the house down with Flash Flanagan. I mean, just and Trash was legitimate. As a matter of fact, he was well known also when there was a point in time where he was in the Germantown neighborhood of Louisville, where he's from, where he was pulled over by the police. I think it was some kind of roadblock, and they were checking people. And while he had a drink, I'm sure, because it was a day with a Y in it, he was not intoxicated or impaired or whatever the fuck, but they got kind of snooty with him, and he decided he wasn't going to stay for the lecture, and ended up leading them on a high-speed chase through downtown Louisville, where people were gathered at corners yelling, "Go, Trash, go!" And Trash didn't wrestle for OVW for a while after that. He had to go away for a period of time down to another county in Kentucky. We wrote letters for him telling everybody what a good guy he was. But then, yes, he came back. He's worked for Danny as recently as a few years ago. He was booking for a while. He was the guy in charge of events, because he wrestled a pretty physical style with a lot of bumps and a lot of furniture, and his body has not held up great, but he's doing okay walking around, but he doesn't need to be taking any big bumps anymore. But he's still been, until the last couple of years, was working with Danny. And now, last I heard, he has a restaurant over in southern Indiana. I don't know if I've ever equated Trailer Park Trash and fine dining together, but I understand they have a hell of a hand-formed burger patty. I haven't been all the way out that way yet. But you ought to be able to find Trailer Park Trash. My God. He was at the big garden shows with all the developmental guys. We sold the tapes everywhere. It's got to be out there somewhere. He just ain't been looking hard enough.
Well, the issue may be it's not an easy Google search. If you put Trailer Park Trash in a Google search, you're going to get lots of pictures that aren't the wrestler.
Well, he ought to put down Trailer Park Trash Wrestler.
There you
or
go.
OVW. Or what? I don't even know how to work this shit, and I'm telling this guy how to search shit on the computer?
I think that was good search engine advice.
There you go.